dire news. Meanwhile, a new study suggesting walking more may help ease depression symptoms. Researchers finding all it takes is about 7,000 steps per day.
Okay.
Of course, we've got good friend of the DMV zone, Dr. Mina Murham, with us now. Okay, so walk us through this study. You know, we'd always heard that for your heart health, you needed the 10,000 steps. That was recommended. And now it seems that for your mental health, maybe a little less, you can still get it done.
Absolutely, Marina. Well, that's what's exciting about this study is that not only did they find that about 7,000 steps is sort of a new landmark, they looked at over 100,000 patients and they saw that you can drop your depression risk by over 31%. In addition to that, even if you don't get to that magical 7,000 step number, every additional 1,000 steps that you take has an incremental value on your mental health. So this is a big thing, and as you all were saying, we got to get it together and kind of move forward in some of these things. There was a big JAMA study 4 years ago that said this, and now we want to encourage folks more and more, and this is a summary of a kind of therapy that we call behavioral activation. A little bit of walking can go a long way.
Let me ask you, if you do all of your steps, let's say in an hour in the morning, does it have the effect all day long, or do I have to get these steps throughout the day?
That counts, Joe. The key there is to be able to get that movement in. The average American does not get anywhere near that, more than half of that actually in a given day. A lot of folks are sitting at their desk, maybe working from home, or just not really moving much. So if you're getting all those steps in the morning, that's perfectly great. If you're having a hard time working them in, I've got some tools that can help you as well.
Like what?
Well, there's three simple C's that I like to share with patients. The first one is make it count. So there's a way on your phone, on most smart devices now, that can tell you where your steps are. Number two is make it casual, or make it a commitment in a sense that you can find a way for this to be with another person. Data tells us that if you're able to go to the gym, for example, with another person, that helps you be able to stick to it much more likely than by yourself. And the last one is make it kind of cool or creative in a way that maybe there's a different way that would work for you that's different from somebody else.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Are all steps created equally? It doesn't matter if they're on the treadmill, if they're outside, as long as you get the steps in, the endorphin kicks in, and so forth?
100%, because especially with where the weather is, for us in the Northeast, it can be a little bit challenging, but as long as you're moving, movement is what counts.
All right, Dr. Mina here with all his advice there. Get to moving, count them, 7,000 steps. Thank you for coming on the DMV Zone. Have a great rest of the week. In the meantime, when we come back, look, thank you, Dr. Mina.
Thank you.
Whole different way of doing